I met with this buyer, we get through the process and he's interested. And so then of course we start talking numbers.
Right.
And I just wrote it down and like slid it over. You just saw it in his face, you know, just kind of the tears starting to well up.
He built a brand new home for just a little over $1,000 out of pocket at the closing table. Hey guys, it's Ryan. We're talking about new construction again with Rausch Coleman here in Bixby. They've been building homes for 70 years. So stick around. We're going to meet up with Chase Scott, who is my favorite sales rep at Rausch Coleman. And we're going to talk about kind of the building process and also kind of what it looks like to build a home with Rausch Coleman and what you get for the price point for these amazing homes. So I just pulled in. I'm fixing to walk up here and meet up with Chase. Really quick, if you're new here, my name is Ryan Hensey. I run the Top Pet Connections real estate team with Keller Williams here in Tulsa, and I serve, of course, Tulsa and the surrounding areas. So whether you're looking to make a move now or in the future, I would love to help you make that smooth move to Oklahoma, whether it is new construction like this video or a resale product as well. Without further ado, let's go meet up with Chase. Amazing builder. You guys build like, I don't know, how many houses a year?
This year we're going to top 500.
Wow. So a lot of experience in the industry. You guys know what you're doing, obviously, and you really serve a great need for either people that are downsizing or even that first-time home buyer. And you posted something really cool the other day that I think people need to know. So you had this really cool story about this person. They were building their house, and I'll just kind of let you take it away with that.
Yeah, sure. So I met with this buyer. He's been looking for roughly 6 months, right? He didn't even know new construction was an option at his price point,
right?
Which was around $200,000. So I met with this buyer. We get through the process and he's interested. And so then of course we start talking numbers.
Right.
And then going through these numbers with our incentive in place and with a rural development loan, which is 100% financing loan available in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
This buyer had to bring less than $1,000 to closing.
I love it.
Yeah.
And then you said he even was like a little emotional about it.
Yeah. So we're sitting in my office and I'm kind of doing the numbers for him. got him with our lender.
Yeah.
So we went over the monthly payment and then we went over those numbers and I just wrote it down and like slid it over that he'd have to bring around $860 to closing.
Right.
And you just saw it in his face, you know, just kind of the tears starting to well up. Knowing that he's going to have a warranty, it's covered, all of those great features with the new home.
That's so perfect. And I think that's such a great point. You know, people think that new construction is this unattainable thing, but really there's so many incentives and it's so easy to do new construction nowadays, especially if you're buying from like a Rausch Coleman who you guys are building a lot of homes. So you're able to do a lot of incentives to help with closing costs or buying down the rates or things like that because you have your own in-house financing and all of that good stuff.
Absolutely.
So, I love it. So if you're thinking about new construction, give me a call because I can get you connected with Chase and kind of just see what the numbers are. You know, if it ever works out, you're getting a brand new home for not very much money as what people think it is.
Absolutely.
So Chase, I brought you a client. They want to build a house, right? So how does that process look? How long does it take? Are we starting from the ground up or maybe both? Just what does it look like?
Yeah. So the first option we have is a custom build. So that's where your buyer comes in, we meet, we figure out the floor plan they like, and we do all the selections.
Fenway's the best.
Yeah, the Fenway is awesome.
Partial to that one.
For sure. And so we'll go over all the upgrade options for them, and we'll make sure it fits their budget. It's only $1,000 down, guys, to build with us. So we're looking at $1,000 down. And then it takes around 5.5 months to complete the process.
Right.
Towards that last month of the build is when you're going to be working, you know, with your realtor and the lender to get you actually closed on the home.
Right.
So 1,000 down, 5.5 months.
There you go. Easy enough. Of course, depending if it like starts pouring rain or something.
For sure, like it is right now.
like today. So let's talking about location. Where does Rausch Coleman build? I mean, right now we're in Bixby, which is a suburb of Tulsa. Where else do you guys build?
Yeah, we're constantly expanding at Rausch Coleman Homes. Right now I have communities, of course, in Bixby, which is South Tulsa. I have Coweta and Broken Arrow, which is East Tulsa.
Yep.
And then we have Claremore, Collinsville, which is going to be north.
Yeah.
But again, we're always expanding. So I would say just get with you to get an updated list of where we're building.
Definitely. And so as far as price point goes, obviously, depending on when you're watching this, it may have changed. But as far as Rausch Coleman, what can people expect as far as how much the average home costs?
The average home is probably somewhere around $225, depending on the community. Right now, I have homes at $179.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's after upgrades,
right?
Where we'll take care of a lot of those closing costs available in Haskell.
That's amazing. And that kind of circles back to the beginning of the video is like a $179,000 house. Most resale sellers, I will tell you, they can't really afford to pay some of your closing costs and help with rate buy downs and stuff like that. Whereas Rausch Coleman, you guys can do that. So that's like another perk of building new construction versus buying a resale product.
And the peace of mind with our warranty is priceless, in my opinion. You're going into a brand new home that's covered for 10 years on the structure of that home.
Yeah, that peace of mind, that's a big thing. Because I think no one wants to move in and then have to spend a bunch of money to fix up your house.
I have a horror story. I
want to hear it.
Okay, well, I bought investment property roughly 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Passed all inspections. We got our tenant into the home 3 months into living there. The middle of the summer, AC went out. Had to do all new ductwork, AC unit, $6,000, 3 months post closing.
That's horrible.
It was awful.
that's like you needed a drink after that.
Yeah,
for sure.
There you go.
Awesome. Yeah, so definitely you're going to want to look into new construction because you get the warranty, you're getting help with your closing costs. It really is a win-win all the way around. And you're getting a brand new home, which is like, hello.
Amen.
What else could you wish for?
For sure.
We're in the Fenway, which again is my favorite. But like I see you have kind of the marble laminate counter look. You've got white shaker cabinets. So is that just the standard for this plan or do people have some customization there?
Yeah, great question. So if we do a custom build, they can come in and they can change majority of these things out.
Okay.
We don't do many structural changes on these homes.
Right.
We're very good at what we do.
Structural would be floor plan, just if you're not, we're not changing the footprint of the house. But interior, there's maybe some wiggle room there.
Absolutely. And one of those things would, we do granite, we do undermounted sinks. We can do a tile shower. So we can still do some of those luxury amenities that people love at an affordable price.
There you go. So Chase, Rausch Coleman, obviously you guys have been around a long time, but just how long is a long time?
We've been around almost 70 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a very long time.
I know. So our home base is in Arkansas.
Okay.
Buddy Coleman and John Rausch started, and that is a grandfather and his grandson, hence Rausch Coleman. Yeah. We've been going strong and expanding ever since.
That's very cool. And so you guys build, I think you mentioned it. So how many houses nationally do you think Rausch Coleman builds? Do you know that number?
Gosh, top of my head, each year, maybe somewhere in the ballpark of 3,000, something like that.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so we're a top 20 builder in the country generally every year.
That's awesome. Yeah. So you got a lot of new construction under your belt. So that's something you can know, like Rausch Coleman, they've been around a long time. So you know that the product you're getting is something that has been tried and true, tested in multiple states, not just in Oklahoma. And people love it because you guys are still around after 70 years.
Yes, sir.
So Chase, I'm a buyer and I've been shopping around. I'm not finding what I want, or maybe I don't even want to shop around. I just want a turnkey home. But what are some of the things that makes new construction so amazing? It's like your top 3 things.
Yeah, off the top of my head, the number one for me is DNA free. That's going to sound very funny. But you're the first person to live in this home. You're not going to go into a home where you're going to discover all these things that are kind of wrong or quirks that were left over. So I love it that it's going to be brand new and pristine condition.
Definitely.
Peace of mind. With warranties that we offer, you're going to be covered for that 10 years in several different areas. And the third thing, we are energy efficient builder. So you're going to save a lot on your utilities.
Yeah.
You're also going to save on your homeowner's insurance. So there's a lot of savings on your monthly spending that you get with new construction.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for taking the time with me today, Chase. And at some point, there's going to be a tour of this Fenway model so you guys can kind of see what Rausch Coleman Rausch or Rolf?
Rausch Coleman.
Rausch Coleman. I think I've been saying it wrong. But
you got
either way, we're going to get a tour of this house somewhere around this video, and you guys can watch that and kind of see what all Rausch Coleman has to offer. So I just got back to my home office here. Thanks again to Chase Scott. Great video. Thanks for filming with me. A lot of great information there. So if you're thinking about new construction, just know, like the guy that Chase recently helped, You can build a brand new home for a lot less money than you think. It's basically the same as buying a resale product if you're buying from a production builder. They have a lot of incentives. You use your regular loans that you would use on any home loan purchase. You don't have to have a construction loan. And because of that, there's a lot of regular financing advantages to using those regular loan types. So there's like OFA down payment assistance programs, or you can use the rule development like the guy in the video where he didn't have a down payment at all. Plus, Rausch Coleman can help with closing cost assistance. They can help you buy down the rate. They can do all kinds of things because they're building mass amounts of homes, and because they have such high volume, they're able to do those things as well as using their in-house lenders. If you're thinking about new construction, it's definitely not out of reach for most people. And so if you'd rather have a brand new turnkey home versus a resale home, there's a lot of benefits there, and I would love to help you out with that. So if you enjoyed this video, of course, like and subscribe for more real estate content like this, as well as home tours and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.